Welcome in, baseball fans. And here in New York, the show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Baltimore Orioles going up against the New York Yankees. Shelby alongside Chris Singleton. Biggest story in this one is just how dominant his pitching has been, Singy. He's been in complete control in recent starts.
So much confidence on the bump, Boog. Painting corners, changing speeds. He's been an absolute nightmare for would-be hitters.
And we'll be back for the first pitch right after this. And pitching in this game, Carlos Rodon. Singy, he's got a chance to do something pretty special here.
Well, he's been sitting on 99 career wins. I think he's got it in him for 100 today. Excited to be in the chair and watch him work.
Ready to go now? Here's Pete Alonso.
For Baltimore, the designated hitter, number 25, Pete Alonso.
And we are underway.
First pitch, 135.
A little out front there as he swings through it. The Yankees are looking very strong so far this season. Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
Yeah, when a team's winning at this kind of pace, Boog, the vibes are great. I was on 2 different teams that had a 600 winning percentage or better in the first month of the season, and both of them went on to win the division.
The 0-2.
Ball inside.
Swing and a miss. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
And first offering is fouled off. Right through there for a strike. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Fights it off. He'll see another. Here's the 0-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first 2 hitters of this ball game, and somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
At the plate, Jordan Westburg. Two down, nobody on. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. So top of the first, and he's got a chance to strike out the side. He's looked razor sharp. Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. And now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back in New York and getting to start for Baltimore, Shane Baz. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Yeah, his batting average against is actually better when he's in a jam. So we'll see if he continues to dance his way out of danger.
Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees.
The center fielder, number 12, Trent.
Grisham matched a homer in his last game. Hey! The 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. And a big factor for them in recent games, Aaron Judge.
We are watching one of the greatest hitters that has ever lived. You're talking about a career OPS over 1,000. Think of the other names in the conversation with this guy. Rogers Hornsby, Lou Gehrig, Jimmy Fox, Ted Williams.
Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul.
Well, he got a first pitch breaking ball right there that he clearly liked the look of. Just needed to let it travel a little longer.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And Judge is down on strikes.
The designated hitter, Giancarlo.
2 down, bases empty. Here's Stanton now. Put that 600 slugging into context. The league average usually in the low 400s.
Ball.
The 1-0. And that one pulled foul.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
This one in the air, center field. Beavers under this one. Brings it in, and that'll do it. 0-0 after 1 from Yankee Stadium. Inning number 2 when we get back on the show. Back in the Bronx. So now the Orioles cleanup hitter, Taylor Ward. Ward with a homer in his last game. There's a strike.
There you go.
Started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and he held back according to Rusty Valentine. The 1-1. That one fouled off. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Ball. Down.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Two now. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sync of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Nope.
That slider breaking in can be a tricky pitch. If you don't finish it and have that bite at the end and it stays out over the plate, it can get hit a long way. But that was a good one right there.
Fouled off left side. And a 1-2. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. 2 outs, base is empty. Dylan Beavers getting ready to hit.
That's a ball.
Second inning here, no score. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. 2 down, nobody on. Strike 3, and now 6 strikeouts in a row. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning. So now the Yankees cleanup hitter, Jazz Chisholm Jr. There's a swing and a drive. Bangs off the wall. The relay throw. Now back in safely at first. Chisholm on at first, nobody out.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Chris, he's their team leader when it comes to RBIs. The 1-1 is fouled off. In the air, right field, Taveras. Drops steps, heads back on it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch.
Batting 6, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
1 out man at first. So up next for New York, Paul Goldschmidt. Into center and a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with 1 gone. Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Singy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't. And this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row. Man, that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
Can't reach it. This should score at least 1. 1 runs in. Now a relay to the plate. The tag safe. It's 2-0.
Well, he had the opportunity to drive in some runs, and he comes through to break the tie. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Now at the plate, Jose Caballero.
He's done a great job making contact recently. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. He's got it. Runner tags at second. Relay throw to third. And he's safe at third on a risky play as he moves up with 2 gone now.
Batting 9, the third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
On the ground, right side. Quips it to Mountcastle. They limit the damage here. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. It's now a 2-0 ball game. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. here at new Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Leading off, Jeremiah Jackson.
Aye.
On the ground at first. Goldie takes it to the bag and one away in the top of the third.
Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 30, Leody Taveras.
Foul ball there. Taveras went deep in his most recent game. And the lefty with the 0-1. Gets him to chase after that one. Foul ball still 0-2. Struck him out swinging. Picks up strikeout number 7. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. 2 down, bases empty. Now the Orioles catcher, Samuel Basallo.
Yeah.
The 0-1. And he swings through that one.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. 9 straight retired here to start the game. Back after this on the show. Back at the ballpark, and one of the things that's been happening lately, hot hitting as we take a look at the numbers this month. Pulls that one foul. The 0-1. Fastball for a strike. Grisham wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge, and it's going to stay a strike. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. The 0-2. And that one almost got him. Battling here as he fouls it away. One and 2 now. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Up next for the Yankees, the right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
Judge rips that one. Beavers on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Oh, great stop. And very nicely done for the out.
The batter, number 13, second baseman,
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Got him to chase one above the zone there.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Man at second. Two one now. Tap foul at the plate. Man on second, 2 down. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. This ball's chopped on the ground. On the run, throw to first, and they get the out. The Yanks lead 1 as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Back in the Bronx, an impressive outing so far. Siggy picking up right where he left off.
Yeah, he's pitching with feel right now, Boo. You can see it in the way he's navigating this lineup. Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Rodon ready. The 0-2 on the way. Lifted in the air, left field. Pretty well struck. Bellinger makes the grab.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
The Orioles hitless so far in the game.
Nope, that's a ball.
And a swing and a miss. Got him swinging. That's his 9th strikeout so far. And next for the Orioles, Jordan Westburg. Struck out swinging his first time.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field. But he can jump you if you make a mistake.
Nobody on his team has been better at driving in runs this season, Singy. Ripped, but it curls foul.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly.
he needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Step off throw to first, and he's back in there.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. No intent of stealing on that pitch.
And that drops in for a strike.
And at bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
The 1-2 stays alive. Westberg leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout. One left for the Orioles. They trail things here 2-0. Back at Yankee Stadium, bottom of the 4th, Cody Bellinger stepping in now for the Yankees.
Bellinger.
Ripped to third. Low throw, and he can't pick it.
Up next for the Yankees, the first baseman.
Well, we're going to see throwing errors from third base from time to time, and that's a pretty good example of why. If you don't get behind the throw properly, it's really easy to throw a power sinker over there to first. And first baseman, I'm sure he wants another shot at that pick, try to bail out his teammate, but that was just a tough one to come up with.
That's too low. Ball 1. In the dirt. Here's a 1-1. Softly hit to third. Westberg. Not in time.
Yep, he made it.
Safe.
No, he's safe.
Up next for the Yankees, the catcher, number 28, Austin Wells.
First and second. No outs. Austin Wells digs in now.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for him in his last AB.
Ball, that's off the plate.
That's smacked on a line to center. And there's one down.
Up next for the Yankees, the shortstop, Jose Caballero.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. The Yanks trying to break this one open. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. That one kicks away from the catcher. But all the runners hold.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
There's Ryan McMahon now. That's in for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Yanks strand a pair, but they're on top 2-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. one is downstairs, and it's 1-0.
You know, these Orioles doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient bats out of them. Starter's leash has to be getting tighter with his pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one.
Going to count 1-2.
You know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And one away.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground, near the fence. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Up next for the Orioles, the second baseman, Jeremiah.
Here's the second baseman, Jeremiah Jackson. He's 0 for 1.
Aye.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th.
Ball, that's down. Ball 2.
Swings through that.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back for more from the Bronx. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees. And first offering is fouled off. Drilled out towards left center field. Carrying well. And that one is off the wall. And it's a leadoff double to start the bottom of the 5th.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
That one's upstairs, ball 1. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And he makes the catch. Runner tags at second. And now a wide throw to third.
Up next for the Yankees, the designated hitter,
Giancarlo Stanton at the plate.
This is the classic manufacturing a run situation. A runner at third, less than 2 outs, and a golden opportunity to bring him home.
1-0.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Got it. Great leaping catch.
Sweet grab right there. That's the DRS for you, buddy. Defensive run save. Very athletic. Really good reactions. Nice job of saving that run.
And a foul ball. Oh, 1 down. Swing and a foul out of play.
Now, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
And the 0-2. Time call. Chance to collect himself down 0-2. Runner at third, 2 away. In the dirt, blocked. Fires to third, but he's back. And the 2-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Grisham at third with 2 away. Gets a piece and stays alive. This to center field. Beavers makes the grab on the run. So they work around the leadoff double. 5 innings complete. It's the Yankees 2 and the Orioles nothing. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moments so far. Next to hit, Leody Taveras.
The right fielder, number 30, Leody Taveras.
No, that's low. Hey!
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there. Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, baseball is coming out of his hand very well. He's been able to paint all 4 corners, but really good ride at the top of the zone. Hitters have to respect that. Very difficult pitch to hit.
Can't connect on the curveball. Struck him out.
Clearly trusted his stuff in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. Pete Alonso will hit next. Check swing called strike. Strike 1. And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Kyle Bradish.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Leading off for the Yankees, the left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Westberg. The throw to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Paul Goldschmidt.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Digging in, Austin Wells. His righty-lefty splits there. Activity in the bullpen. Keegan Aiken, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Ends also getting ready. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Sets him down looking. That was pretty nasty. Wells wants to challenge this. Thought it was a ball. And that one was indeed a strike. No challenges left for them now. Hit weakly on the ground. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. One left for the Yankees. They're up 2-0. Back in New York, we go to the top of the 7th. Gunnar Henderson now at the plate.
So what we're seeing is a lineup that's just out of sync with the pitcher. They're guessing wrong and their timing's off.
That one finds the zone. That's strike two. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Check swing. No appeal. And that's ball one. The Yankees leading by 2 here in the top half of inning number 7. In the air to left center. Bellinger on the move to the alley. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 down.
Up next for the Orioles, the left fielder.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Taylor Ward, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And first offering is fouled off.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it.
And that's the 3rd out. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. Major League Baseball is on the show. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
The third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
And it's fouled away.
You know, these Yankees digging into their numbers have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
1 down.
And 8 extra base hits is a big number, and it's pretty clear the offense is just feeding off each other at this point. Confidence is contagious.
That missed by a lot. Ball one.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
What a stop to first. Nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Yankees, the right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the number 2 hitter, Aaron Judge. 0 for 3 in this one. And he grounds one back up the middle. Nice grab. Fires to first, and that's a nice play to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Yankees, but they hold the 2-0 lead. Back at Yankee Stadium, here's Ryan Mountcastle.
Possibly thinking about home run number 100 here. He's just one shy of that milestone.
Fought off foul. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Strike 3, struck him out for the 3rd time today.
Well, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-2. And add another K. That's number 17. What a game.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Jackson stands in here, takes ball 1 low.
Now this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
2 down, nobody on. And that's in for a strike. On the ground, right side. That's the 3rd out. 8 innings, 8 zeros as the shutout continues here. You're watching Major League Baseball on the Show. Bottom of the 8th, and now it's Giancarlo Stanton. Has one of the top averages in the league, Singy. That bat's got more hits than a summer playlist.
Pitchers are looking around like, can someone unplug this guy?
Gets him to chase after that one. Radish, 29 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2018. Pitches in the dirt, ball 1. And down on strikes he goes. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, that curveball had some pretty good break to it. As you can see, the hitter just locked up a little bit. Thought it was a great pitch to hit, but sometimes you're looking for something else and you can't pull the trigger.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Up next for the Yankees, the left fielder, Cody.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. Throws to Henderson. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. Looks like he's heading back out for the night as he'll go for the shutout when we get back. David Bednar comes on trying to close it out.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W. Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
There's a swing and a drive. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Here's a 1-2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
One down, base is empty here in the ninth. Tap back to the mound. Over to Goldie. And the Orioles down to their final out.
A couple of pitches and a quick out.
So it's their last chance in this one. Pete Alonso, the next to hit for the Orioles. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Bednar looking to reach double-digit saves on the year. Close, but called a ball. And that is ball 1.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
And that one missing low.
Pressure mountain right here with the tying run in the on-deck circle. He's got to find the strike zone.
And they'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Another solid outing from him out of the bullpen. He's up to double digits now with his 10th save of the season.
2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Shorty, I stick like Fredo Bank. Stay in your lane down for a 5. Stick like